Hey everybody, Tony D with a final screenwriter's rant on the Rugged Twins, a Nigerian. They call it the latest Nigerian Nollywood movie. Nollywood. I'm not sure what Nollywood is. Maybe that's a new set of movie studios in Nigeria. I don't know. The Rugged Twins. It's a very strange trailer. When you go to other cultures and you see their movies, they have different sensibilities, so different things are emphasized in the trailer. Um, the trailer itself is a little rough. The sound's a little off. Whoever did the sound weren't quite watching their levels. Some of the sound is a little, like when it's recorded and it's too loud and it like hits that top end and it gets a little distorted. You can kind of hear it, but it's just all I'll say. It's very strange to me. So these guys, I thought these guys at first I was like, it's called the Rugged Twins, and they leave this up the entire trailer, which is weird too. But these three guys coming to town, everybody's afraid of them. I figured, well, these guys must be the Rugged Twins. Maybe like the middle guy is the leader, and then the two guys on side. Maybe I don't know, but I don't know what, but they have superpowers, right? So he does this, and then boom, they disappear and they teleport places. I don't know why, and then they reappear here. But part of the problem is, at least from the trailer perspective, maybe it's clearer in the movie. Um, you need a good map if you're going to do stuff like that, right? Or you need to know the place where they teleported to. So you could go, oh, now they're in front of the store or whatever. But the two places the place that they started in, which was over here, building, trees. Now they're front of building and trees. So I mean, it could have just been the other side of the building for all we know. Um, so, the production value isn't quite there yet. It's a little rough. I would have maybe, started them in the woods and then have them teleport in front of a building so you could see that distinction for the teleportation. And then it just cuts to this scene where they're arguing with some guys. Uh, the trailer's in English, but they all have accents, so it's a little hard to understand, but I'm not quite sure what they're referring to. Like, it lacks context. So, like, I think these two guys are the twins because they look like brothers. And then there's this strange scene where they're doing this. I don't know what they're doing. Um, I think it's supposed to be a comedy. And then at some point they're shooting bullets at these guys and the bullets just bounce off. So I guess they're robots from the future. I don't know. I don't know. The trailer doesn't really explain. And then they talk to this guy. I guess he's an official in Nigeria. Is that the way that I would assume he's in the government? Or he's rich. I mean, maybe he's the king. I don't think Nigeria has a king though. And then there's this character, and she's like a strong woman who beats people up, but it's like a joke. Uh, it seems to be a running gag in the trailer, like she is the woman in the village that can fight the men. Um, and then there are some elders, and they do some chatting, and this guy apparently upset people, and then he's shamed, and then I think these guys are the Rugged Twins. I mean, they look like they could be brothers. They're dressed similarly. And I think it's a comedy. But, comedies tend not to translate because you'd have to be part of the community there to really get, the jokes. So I didn't really get them. I just thought it was odd. I don't really understand what's going on, but it does seem light. And this is a film directed by, and I could not pronounce that name if you gave me $100. Looks like Okonkwo Chiklilu. Maybe. That is a tough name. I thought I had a tough last name to pronounce. Um, so, and then the woman who can beat up the men meet the cyborgs from the future, and she just beats them up because she's like some kind of powerhouse. And then there's some other characters. I didn't really get what was going on, what they're going for. And then in this scene, the rugged twins steal a purse, which was weird the way it was set up because it's just like a woman walking down a dirt path, in this area. So, I mean, it looks poor. I'm just saying, it does look poor. I mean, there's a lot of dirt. There's not sidewalks or roads. It just seems to be like stuff in or around the woods. I don't know if that's the intent. Here she is beating up those guys. It looks like the same spot where the purse snatching happened. But, I think the movie takes place in and around a village, so that would make sense if it's like a small stakes. I like low stakes in a movie, so I think that's probably to its advantage. And I think somebody who is part of the community would probably get this. Here, these guys, I don't know, they capture these two guys and then tell them to get lost. So, and then later she's wearing this shirt, which seems to have some significance. Because the rugged twins were wearing a shirt like that. And then the other guys were wearing the same color shirt. So I'm not sure if that means something. Does that mean she's part of the local community police or something? And now the rugged twins aren't wearing the shirt? Or do they work at the same company? Is that like a company shirt? And this is strange. She's wearing a Scrooge McDuck shirt, which would be probably copyright infringement against Disney. But, I mean, they got a nice logo, Rugged Twins. Now showing at Nollywood Pictures TV. So, I mean, if you're from that community, you probably would get the jokes. They sailed right past me. It's definitely a low budget affair, but a lot of low budget things like that, they can be very charming, I think. Especially if the people are earnestly trying to entertain you and not, trying to shove a message down your throat or something. These guys seem like they're genuinely trying to make the movie work. The acting's okay, I guess. For comedy, you can get away with more. But I guess my criticism of it needed more focus, especially on who the main characters were, and we needed more context. Like, what is this movie about? Maybe it's based on a popular TV show there that people would already know the characters, so you're like, oh, it's the Rugged Twins, and oh, it's all the guys who hang out with them. Like, like if I were to watch a Trailer Park Boys movie, I would already know the characters because I watched Trailer Park Boys. This seems, if you want to bring people in, you got to, give us some more info. You got to assume that not everybody's from Nigeria, and they're, you got to explain it at least so someone in America could go, oh, that's why they're doing that. Oh, that's why they're, wearing those shirts or whatever. I have to explain everything. I mean, obviously the movie would do that, but you got to hit us with the highlights so I know why I'm watching this. Like, I don't know the significance of the Rugged Twins. It sounds like they're two tough guys, but they don't act tough, which would indicate to me that that's a joke, right? Oh, they're Rugged Twins, but they're cowards, right? And I can see that being funny, but you got to sell it to me a little better than this. A little better. Probably could have cut it down too. I mean, this is a long trailer, 2:51. Probably want to cut it down. There's a lot of fat there. I would cut it by at least 30 seconds. Probably try to get it as close to 2 minutes as possible. And with all the Chiron you got going, give us the Chiron with the character names. That would have helped. The Rugged Twins. And then this is so-and-so, the woman who beats everybody up. And these three guys are the bad guys, whatever. I'm just saying. just making suggestions. Would I see this movie? I'd actually probably, tune in just to zoom through it and see if there was anything interesting in it. Because I don't know the context, I couldn't sit down and watch the whole movie. It would be too long and boring for me. But it would be interesting to see Nigeria and what it's like, and what people, who make, what a joke would be in Nigeria. And I would just try to figure out the context. But, interesting. So, Nigerian movie industry is happening. Hopefully, the one in America will be happening again, too.